full disclaimer as well that all these opinions are my own. I have no insider knowledge about what's going on with MindsEye. Even these so-called rumors that Rockstar Games are actually paying off people to be mad about MindsEye because Leslie Benzies used to work at Rockstar and may have stolen assets from their games to use in this game. It's just absolutely crazy. I find it so fascinating, so I thought I would include this quick disclaimer in the video. But sit back, enjoy, and let me know what you think afterwards.
Tools, which we call Arcadia, they're a part of everywhere, so you don't have to jump to a separate executable to trigger them. We've built the platform with UGC in mind, so it's inherent to the games. When you look at like a Mario, you pick up coins, and Sonic, you pick up rings. For us, you actually pick up pieces of UGC that you can then go and build with.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, 4 days ago, the people they called Bob, Bill the Rocket Boy, released a brand new trailer for MindsEye. This game is coming out next week, which is shocking. It's the 1st of June. Actually, it's the week after. But honestly, it's going to be interesting because we've got the Xbox showcase next Sunday, which is going to be exciting. I cannot wait to watch that and just see the reveal of Gears of War E-Day and Reloaded as well. But honestly, with MindsEye just around the corner, things aren't looking good for it. And I'm still defending this game, despite the fact now that more red flags are coming out. I made a video a few days ago covering Leslie Benzies and his questionable business practices. Again, I don't think the man is a bad dude. And in fact, when I get to the end of this video, you'll see why I say that. Again, my defense of the man, who I don't even know, by the way, might just sink into the bottom of the ocean, as most of my opinions tend to do these days. But if you end up liking this video, folks, give it a like, smash that subscribe button, and let's watch the trailer because I haven't done a reaction video for it.
Yes, hallelujah, it's the video show. And now, the man the BBC calls
Jason King on Kung Fu Hot Dog.
Introducing MindsEye. Your story takes place in the city of Red Rock, a desert metropolis where corporate greed and political ambition are in constant.
Yeah, you see, I gotta say here, this bit does look a little bit rough. I mean, this is 4K, right, folks? And I don't know if it's IGN's rendering, but this should be looking a lot more sharper, a lot more popping out, right, in your face, but it's not, which is very bizarre.
In a future that's closer than we think, technology takes care of almost everything, so we don't have to.
There's Mr. Diaz.
Artificial intelligence connects every device into one all-knowing system. But you are not part of the system.
You are the system.
You are Jacob Diaz. What starts out as a personal quest has you step into the lead role in a conspiracy involving criminal forces, an unchecked military, and a threat so sinister it endangers the survival of humanity.
Again, all this stuff looks great, but I would say remove the crosshairs and make the gameplay a little bit more exciting.
Extremely valuable to some, but highly dangerous to others.
You find Diaz yet? No, still out there. When we find him, I'm the one who ends him.
Boss, it's a better idea. Remember that girl, the hacker?
Yeah, Robin Hood.
Yeah, that voiceover, that's the guy, Elias Tufexis, that's the dude from the Deus Ex games.
Remember that girl, the hacker?
Yeah, that's him. Good actor. His facial capture is absolutely insane, by the way. That is really, really good.
Robin Hood.
Turns out she's been holed up downtown in some kind of safe house.
Can you drive?
Can you shoot?
Oh boy, man, she's a hideous looking character. But I thought the whole point was that he's meant to be rescuing his girlfriend, so why don't we see her in the picture? How come she's not mentioned at all? Which is bizarre.
As you're confronted with increasingly perilous situations, you must form unlikely alliances in order to survive.
Coordinates are in the GPS. Now drive!
Your talents at the wheel will be called upon as you find yourself both the hunter and hunted.
Dun dun dun. No. I mean, the funny thing is, right, is that I've given you glimpses of what the story has been mentioned through previous videos. But when you're watching this trailer here, he's rescuing a female who apparently is like a cyber hacker, and she's the key to maybe thwarting Elias Tufex's character's bad guy in the process. I don't know. So it's just all very vague and
dramatic new twists explode onto your screen with a variety
do you get it? Because a bomb just went off inside police headquarters.
of unique situations to solve,
Don't give up on us.
involving protecting others, defending assets,
This bit looks good.
and even making space in the stratosphere.
These things don't have much fuel, so be careful. Precision is vital.
Your journey means you must battle your way through Red Rock's sometimes extravagant, fortified, secret, and treacherous locations.
Okay, the old blowing up of the red barrels that never gets old, and I've always appreciated that, actually.
You'll have a wide array of tools and weaponry to engage with, ranging from the conventional.
Look, this actually looks pretty good. I've got nothing against it. In an era of video games where they're trying out new things and bringing stuff to us that we don't want necessarily, and this is a nice throwback, which I like. I've said it about this game already. It's a throwback.
MindsEye implant, which is fused to a companion drone, allowing you a whole new perspective and a strategic advantage in reconnaissance and combat. The companion drone has a powerful stun function, which can disable enemies, allowing you to combat multiple targets simultaneously.
This looked pretty
It
good.
can also be used to allow Jacob access to otherwise unreachable areas. As your enemies become stronger and more aggressive, you can upgrade the drone's abilities, increasing its potency. Use the drone to take over robots, turning hacked enemies into tactical allies. Powerful nano grenades become a vital part of your arsenal in the battle to save the human race.
Yeah, this is a bit like that game Syndicate, I think back in 2016, where they had a similar thing where you could actually just get people to turn on each other.
Time is running out. Only you have the power to stop this.
Oh,
Portals. Rips in time.
MindsEye's unique content delivery system, entered via portals in the campaign or at any time through the menu, enables access to the open world and a continuous, ever-expanding stream of new gameplay.
so what's really quite funny about this, folks, if you buy the console version, Arcadia will not be available to you. This is only the PC version on MindsEye, which is bewildering. Like, why would you exclude console users from doing that, Bob? Doesn't make any sense. It looks fun. It actually looks good. Yeah, very GTA 5, isn't it? PC only. See, I told you.
For the first time ever, anyone can build their own MindsEye quality missions and games.
Or build their own rocket boy.
Thanks to our groundbreaking, easy-to-use creation system. No need to be a professional game developer. Simply drop anything you want anywhere you like, be it enemies, vehicles, objects, explosions. We are granting you access to our assets and the superpower to make your own games. MindsEye players get an all-access pass to the hidden world of game creation. At the touch of a button, you can create your own shootouts, chases, races, puzzles, and places. Literally anything. We are passionate about democratizing video game development. We invite you to join us in the innovative world of MindsEye. Available on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, and PC. Pre-order now.
Oh boy. This is, well, I got to say, it wasn't a totally bad trailer. And they did give you an insight into what you can do. I'm supposing that the Arcadia aspect on the PC version of the game is free immediately. Or maybe do you have to pay a bit more to access that? I'm not entirely sure. And again, you know, you get these deluxe weapons here, which look pretty nice. But me, I'm the kind of guy that I just want to get in, shoot things up, get to the next mission. This is not an open world game, by the way. It is all linear. It pretty much is. If it was open world, then that would be fantastic. But the reason why I wanted to give you a reaction video to this today, folks, because Cyberboy made a video a couple of days ago claiming, and I'm going to say that word quite loosely, that he has spoken to employees behind MindsEye, the game, Build a Rocket Boy. He's had to disguise their voices and just use a generic avatar. Here's an example of what an employee has said regarding the development of the game. And I'm not sure if I mentioned Leslie Benzies here, but I'll talk about that afterwards.
Details or anything, just something quickly, and you check that is this good enough to start with, and then you start to put in the bigger details than the smaller details, so you don't waste too much time on something that was initially bad. But for remaster demos, Leslie always wanted to show like super flashy things, like, you know, it's oh, looks so good and whatever. There are like regular demos for investors, like every, I don't know, 3 months roughly, or 6 months, where they show parts of the game that we've been working on and you know how it's currently. But as I've said, it is always better than average looking thing, because then, you know, everyone would try to fake it basically. Yeah. And so, which would often mean that the areas that we show to investors would look much more advanced and much more detailed than the rest of the game was. And, you know, then came the part where, yeah, this is actually not that great, so let's change it. So again, and you...
Okay, so from what I'm gathering from what this employee is actually implied, is that just to get the investors in the game really excited. Apparently the stuff that the developers are working on, Leslie Benzies said, well, this is great, but can we just scrap that and do this instead, just to allegedly mislead the investors who have obviously put in millions of pounds into this game. Now, I'm going to take this with a pinch of salt, to be honest, because it was bizarre that Cyberboy made a video just before this one saying if anybody from MindsEye or Build the Rocket Boy wants to speak to me privately, we can have a phone call and I'll disguise your voice and protect you. And then the next video comes out and he's done this. It's I'm not quite sure if I buy it, but again, Cyberboy is a very good content creator. He's a GTA specialist. He worked in the gaming industry as well, apparently. So he knows what he's talking about in respect to that. I'm a commentator, so this is my perspective that I can offer. But at the beginning of this video, folks, I did mention as well that Leslie Benzies, right, I mean, he's from Scotland. He's got a brash nature about him. Apparently, he wanted to sue Rockstar Games, especially Sam Houser, for £150 million because of royalties he did not get from the previous GTA games he helped to build and forge. So again, don't know anything about that, whether it's true or not, but Leslie Benzies apparently has the reputation for being a difficult man to work with. And listen, when I used to work at Radio Luxembourg, and that was from December 1990 all the way through till 1991 December, when this station closed for the last time. And it was a very sad time. And this might shock a lot of people when I tell you this, but I was the second person of color who worked at that organization. It was based in Newman Street, just off Oxford Street. And I was interviewed by two white folks, and the managing director at the time, called Maurice Vass, couldn't stand me, but Jeff Graham, who was my boss in the end, overruled him and said, I want this guy to work with me. Jeff Graham is a Scottish guy, right? And he passed away sadly a few years ago, so R.I.P. Jeff. And he used to tease me, not in the first week, but eventually when he got to know me and everything else, he would even refer to the color of my skin, but not in a racist way, just in his brash Glaswegian way. And of course, what did I do? I gave as good as I got. I didn't walk to a tribunal and say, oh, this Jeff Graham is a racist guy. He's just saying he mocks my looks and my accent. None of that stuff. I knew what I was walking into. This is the whole point. And I think, when I hear these allegations that Leslie Benzies is a difficult man to work for, maybe he wants the best out of a product, right? That's what it is. Maybe that's all he wants. He's a boss. He's entitled to behave like one. And again, I made a video a few days ago that is he the devil in disguise? Because we don't really know, do we? But from the interviews I've seen of the man and how he comes across, he seems to be like a very affable kind of dude. I guarantee if I met him in Wardour Street in a bar and we went for a drink, he would be as nice as pie. And yes, he doesn't know me, but he could just be that. And I don't like to judge people until further evidence comes out of the cracks. But what do you think, folks? Are you still excited for MindsEye? June the 10th, 2025, this game comes out. It seems from all accounts, if you want more longevity and fun from this game, you're better off buying the PC version. Again, that's going to hurt it because they would like physical sales of the game to do well too. But I'm also wondering at this stage, with the physical copies, are we going to get the actual game on the disc, or do you have to download it? So again, if you can do that, then why can't you get access to the Arcadia mode? But anyway, folks, that's enough about me rabbiting on about MindsEye. Leave your comments and your opinions down below, and I'll catch you catching me for the return of the next video.
We were really pushing things. And I think we'd had the experience in 3D to make GTA. And like the concept of streaming was a big risk. Could a drive inside a machine constantly move for 24 hours straight and not melt? It ended up it did work.